have we got here? Entertainment, great. Yeah. Come on, then!
Sweet Jesus, it's the charcoal burner. Why would anyone do this? What did these poor souls ever do to them?
What's that? Answer to my prayers, just when I wanted to vent my rage on something.
Well now, look what's come crawling out from under some rock. Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Why would anyone do this? What did these poor souls ever do to them?
Hey, who's there? You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Is that the best you can do? going on there? What?
He didn't run like me. He died with a sword in his hand. You stood by his side and he did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away, didn't abandon him like me. Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find the shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Bishop? What in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that Mutt the butcher's? Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing here? What are you doing here?
Came to bury my parents.
So bury them and leave me be.
Do you know what happened to Teresa from the men? When I fled, the humans wanted to take her. They meant to violate her. God knows what else.
No, I don't know. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune. Right now, I've got to take care of myself.
How did you manage to get away?
How do you think? I ran.
Could you lend me that spade? I have to dig a grave, and I can't find another.
What's it worth to you? I see you have a fine sword. I'll gladly trade you my spade for that. How did you come by it anyway?
Fine. I'll take the spade and you can have the sword. You can have it right up your ass.
You think you can talk that way just because you've got a sword?
Bullshit. I don't know much about sword fighting.
Suits me. I'll knock your teeth in then.
Ah!
Shit!
That's right! Turn tail and run, you bastard!
Easy, good mountain. This is a good place. You're gonna like it. So, let's get to it. Damn it all. How am I going to do this?
Do you need some help?
Is that him? Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want?
Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it anymore. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye, cut the bastard down. As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth. Ah! Fucking... I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The Chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? And now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers! The games are over.
Leszarás. És pont mikor kedvem lenne valakiből kiverni a lelket. Hát erre mit tudszal, mi? Mi van? Na bassza meg! Az Istenit! Na, mi van? Csak nem hagy el a verszed.
Do you need some help?
There's work to be done.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back. You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Radzig he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak. Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Ratay Mill. My uncle's miller Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzig?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Hey!
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
I think I've already heard more than I need to know. You've got the tongue of the devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him. Take care now.
God be with you.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Sir Hanush is a good lord. Things won't be the same when that wastrel Sir Hans takes over. That will be a sorry day.
What's life like in Rattay?
We got sturdy walls and 2 castles to protect us. There's not many towns have that, and we've got everything we need here. We've got an apothecary, a swordsmith, an armourer. We've got a beautiful church and fine alehouses.
How do the Ratai folk get on with the refugees?
Well, they have it tough, no doubt, but there's not enough room for them here. How much longer will they be living on our streets? Nothing good will come of this. What if one of them's brought the plague with them?
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Don't talk to me about that fucking rabble. A soldier was saying in the alehouse them barbarians impale people on spikes, rape women. They hold nothing sacred, the filthy heathens.
Are you the brawler who takes bets?
What's it to you?
I'm a Skalitz refugee, and I'd like to try my luck against you.
Hang on, I know who you are. And I'll only fight you for silver. Got it?
Why for silver?
Do I really have to tell you? Look at yourself, and then look at the others. All they've got to wager is their labour. But you've got coin.
Are there any rules?
Aye, a couple. Whoever lands on his arse or runs, loses. And no knives, axes, or any of that shit. You'll forfeit your wager for that, got it?
All right, let's fight then, if you think you can take me.
Hold your horses, laddie. First you have to prove you're a worthy opponent for me by beating 2 other regular brawlers, Stephen and a fellow they call Ringlet.
May the Lord watch over you. Be a bit more careful.
God bless.
Can we do something about the price?
Aye.
Agree?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more. Forget it then. Good luck then.
Let's talk about the price.
Naturally.
What about this?
I'd almost check on that. Almost. See now? I knew we'd come to an agreement.
My respects to you.
How do the Ratai folk get on with the refugees?
I know they got nowhere to go. Skalitz is a pile of ashes and the countryside ain't safe. But they've been here too long. Some of those buggers got light fingers. And not one of them appreciates the sacrifices we made for them.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Terrible things, horrible. I hear they skin people alive and what they do to their women folk. Better take your own life than fall into their hands. Beasts they are. Animals!
What's life like in Ratai?
Good. Or it was till them refugees came. Still, we're better off here than most places.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Young Sir Hans is our governor, but Sir Hanush is his guardian till he comes of age. That's not a day I'm looking forward to. May the Lord watch over you.
Lord watch over you. Goodbye.
Miller Peshek sent me. He's very sorry, but by mistake he didn't give you the full weight of flour last time. He says you should come and get the balance.
That rogue. How much is it?
Half a sack. That's nothing to sneeze at.
It certainly isn't. I'll go there right away.
Have you eaten yet?
Yes, it was very good. Did you bake it yourself?
I did. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Where can I find a shovel?
There's one right outside, leaning against the cart. May the Lord watch over. Try unlocking this trunk. Hold the lockpick in your right hand and use it to feel out the tumbler. In your left hand, you hold the blade and use it to turn the whole mechanism at the right moment. It's quite easy. It only takes a bit of practice. Now try poking around in the lock with the pick. Got it? Good. Now turn the whole lock with the blade, but don't stop holding the tumbler with the pick. Otherwise, you'll be fucked and you'll have to start all over again. You forced it and broke the lockpick. That crack could be heard in Kuttenberg. You have to watch out for that. An experienced guard will recognize the sound at once. You're a dab hand, Hal. Make something out of you yet. But remember, this trunk's only for practice. With real locks, you have to watch out. Quite a few more times. Hey! Can you tell me...
What do you think about everything that's happened?
I don't concern myself with the doings of my betters, but this mess isn't good for business. Them two brothers should sort things out between themselves without dragging us into it. I don't give a damn who's king, but that usurper from Hungary has gone too far.
Do you know anything about those Cumans?
The heathen scum that Sigismund brought here. Why do you even ask? You've seen with your own two eyes what they're capable of.
That's all.
Good luck to you.
Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kabiller of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad, and I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship, and what makes you think he'll see you?
Come on, I'm not some peasant. I'm Sir Radzig's blacksmith, and I need to speak with him.
It's my job to stop you. Now, bugger off.
I may not look the part, but I know about honour and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right, then. Go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Radzig isn't pleased.
Sigismund did everything I had. Godless beast. Have some compassion.
Change for you. Thank you.
What do you want here?
What is it?
Kettles for water, baskets for goods, and torches for the man. I have it all. What do you need?
I'll take a bit more than usual today. That's it then.
Here's your change. Thanks.
Then roasting up. Then the wind would blow you off your feet, and the next thing it's dead calm. I wouldn't be surprised if we had snow next.
It's always been like that, though.
God be with you.
Let's fight.
I told you. Don't come back to me till you've beaten Stephen and Ringlet. Got it? Take care now.
Hal! What are you doing here? I took you for dead.
Oh, it's a long story. But what about you? How did you get out of Skalitz?
You wouldn't believe it. A frightful storm broke that night and Sigismund's heathens ran back to their camp. They never dreamed Sir Radzig would use the storm as cover for our escape. The entire village slipped away as quiet as mice while no one watched. In the morning, when those bandits attacked, all they found was an empty castle with an old goat inside. I wish I could have seen their faces.
So do I. You tricked them nicely. See you later.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Did you find out what actually happened?
Folks say it was on account of our silver and how Sir Radzig sides with the king.
Aren't you Ringlet? Milan says I have to beat you before he'll take me on.
And you're that blacksmith's lad, right? What do you want out of it? You're not living in the dirt here like the rest of us.
Maybe not. But why shouldn't I try and beat some coin out of him too?
Yeah, and you can pass it on to us that need it. If you want to fight me, you dandy, then pay up. Or fuck off.
Farewell.
Pah!
Hey, what?
Good health to you. God be with you.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
Is this enough?
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less, and I'll be satisfied. All right, so.
What am I to do? A poor wretch whose home was burned to ashes by Sigismund's hordes? Have pity on me, a poor wretch. Sigismund and his murderers took everything I had.
Aye. This year, 12 summers gone since they died. Time flies, eh? My Agnes has been gone now for 4.5 years.
A good day to you. What do you need?
You're Stephen, aren't you? Milan tells me he won't fight me until I beat you.
Oh, yeah? And why would you want to? Well, never mind. I'll fight you if you pay me. What do you say? God be with you.
Wah!
You'll get what for?
Ow! Murka!
Good day to you. What do you need?
Let's fight.
You gave those two a pretty good hiding, and I made a grosh and a two in bets. You Skalitz fellows are good for my purse. Farewell.
Blood will be spilt.
Shit!
Okay, did that hurt?
God damn!
Shouldn't you tidy yourself up a bit?
What are you up to? How would you like to, I don't know, come for a walk?
A walk? I'd like that very much, but I can't right now, Hal. Give me some time to settle in, will you?
If that's what you want.
It's not you, Hal. It's just this isn't a good time.
I'd like to know... That's all. Christ, nothing on the left hand. The right? Oh shit, there's nothing there either. Where the fuck is that ring? Oh, the stench makes me want to puke. Peshek will pay for this. There was a corpse in the grave, but no ring. What the fuck is going on?
Easy, Hal. Hold your horses. If the ring wasn't on the corpse, the executioner must have taken it before he buried the body.
I can see where this is going. You want me to get the ring from the executioner?
Clever lad. Only I wouldn't recommend talking to him about it. He's a bit touchy on the subject of robbing the dead. It'd be better to pinch it from his house.
All right, I'll go and find that ring.
It should be in a trunk somewhere in the house. And look here, Henry. Do you know how to get past a lock?
Get past a lock? You mean jemmy it off with a crowbar?
No, you don't. I mean the delicate, gentle art of opening it quietly and with sensitivity, like popping a young maiden's cherry.
I have some experience.
All right. I'm glad to hear you're not as clumsy as you look. Here's a lockpick for the job. May the Lord watch over you.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
I must speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Ratai. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
My respects to you.
And another thing.
How do you like the new castle?
It's a fine place. About the same size as Skalit's castle. Sir Hanush don't mind lending it to Sir Radzig, because he's got an even bigger one at the other end of town. Have you ever seen a town with two castles before?
How are the Skalit's refugees faring?
Oh, me and the rest of Sir Radzig's men are alright. We live at the castle and we've got everything we need. But the others are just making it day to day. And they've lost everything. It's charity and arms for them, and the locals ain't as generous as they was. God knows how much longer we'll be stuck here. It ain't good.
How do you like Ratai?
It's well fortified and well situated. And they won't get us as easy here as they did in Skalitz. And there's everything a man could want. Armourer, swordsmith, apothecary, taverns. It could have turned out a lot worse.
Have you heard anything about those savages who attacked us?
I heard they're called Cumans. Sigismund brought them here from Hungary. By all accounts, we got off lightly. They say, in other places, they impaled people on spikes, skinned them alive, and even worse. Fucking heathen swine.
Thanks.
Good luck to you.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness
that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Birkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honoured. Birkstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order?
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taunberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, Friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor.
and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything, Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
He isn't a peasant, father, he's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, would like to enter my service.
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
Oh, I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear. You're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
God be with you.
How do the Ratai folk get on with the refugees?
Don't even talk to me about it. I wish that rabble was gone. I know they've met with misfortune, but here they do nothing but thieve and make problems.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
He's strict but just. Thank God for him. He don't get mixed up in nothing like that Sir Radzik, so you don't see no one attacking us.
May the Lord watch over you.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
How should I know?
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
I've got other things on my mind. Good luck to you.
Coming?
My respects to you.
Let's have a word about the price.
Why not?
Is this enough?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal. No deal then.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
Is this enough?
Well, now, a little more and we'll shake on it. Forget it then.
Let's talk about the price.
Why not?
What about this?
That's not enough.
What do you say to this?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
have pity on me. Poor wretch. Sigismund and his murderers took everything I had. Jesus Christ be praised.
How does life in Rattay suit you?
Them Rattay folk would rather drive us out of here. They won't give us no work, and they won't let us beg. So what are we supposed to do? Fucking war.
God be with you.
I'm from Skalitz, good folk. You all know what happened.
My respects to you.
Can I ask... what kind of a lord is Sir Hanush?
I can't complain. He knows how to keep order, but he does it with good humor.
What do you think of Sir Radzig?
I hear he's on good terms with the king, probably why Sir Hanush opened the door to him. Sir Radzig seems like a fair man, and folks say he's a good governor.
Perkstein is a fine castle.
It'll be even finer once you all clear out, and I can move back into my chambers.
What will become of the Skalitz refugees?
I'd like to know the answer to that myself. I hope things can settle down quick and you lot can clear off.
What's young Lord Capon like?
He'll be the governor here in a few years. Sir Hanush is just his guardian until he comes of age. The young lord spends most of his time making merry. But he'll grow out of it. He's no fool.
What's life like in Rattay?
Till Sigismund came, and then you folk, it was...
Do you know who those soldiers of Sigismund's are, Captain?
They call them Cumans or Kipchaks. Our lord says they fled from the Mongols to Hungary and settled there. They're herdsmen and excellent horsemen. And barbarians, too, for all that they claim they've turned to Christ.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
I'm here for training.
Yes, you're that boy Sir Radzik sent.
Yes, that's me.
Let's get to it then, since that's what Sir Radzik wishes. And because you've never held a sword in your hand before, we'll start with something simpler.
Very well.
Come with me and listen closely. I don't want to be repeating myself. May the Lord watch over you. So let's see what you're made of. Hold it properly and keep moving. Never stand still when your life depends on it. Right, good. Now, try attacking. You've got to put your back into a good slash. No use waving the sword around like you're swatting flies. Go into the attack with your whole body. Try slashing from various sides to get used to it. Good. Very good. Well done. All right. That's it. That pointy tip isn't for decoration. Try stabbing me with it a few times. Good. That's it. Very good. That will do. Slashing, stabbing, and movement are the foundations that you build everything else on. Now, let's try something more complicated. One strike, I can simply fend off. You mustn't give your opponent time to react. String your strikes together. As soon as you finish one, begin another. Strike, strike, strike. Good. That's it. All right. Now let's see how you do with defense. It's not hard to block a basic strike. Just watch out and move your sword into the path of the blow. Not like that! All right. Wrong! Wrong, damn it! That's it! Very good! Well done! Very well then. Let's see what you're made of, lad. Come at me and don't hold back. Good job! Ow! Ow. See, I lure you, then attack unexpectedly. Fine. That's enough. I have my work cut out, it seems. That's life. Let's try something more advanced. When in combat, keep an eye on the space between you and your opponent. That is your space. Try to attack from the side the opponent will find harder to block in time. If I'm holding the sword raised up, do an uppercut. If my sword is low, lunge. Let's try it. You strike a few times at the side where I'm not holding my sword. Not bad. Nice. Not bad. Ah, that's it. Ah, that's it. Right. Lesson 2. Everything you've learned about blocking is wrong. When I cover, I can simply fend off your blows with my sword and gain control of the space between us. But it's better not to control just the space, but actually your opponent's weapon. Attack, and I'll show you. What is it? Sudden visitation by the Holy Spirit? All right, that will do. Now you. The trick is to stay in your stance. As soon as I start to attack, you block. The move knocks the blade aside. Ah, that's it. No, not like that. You mustn't hold the sword there. You have to move along with the attack. Again. Too soon again. Very good. Ah, that's it. Ow. Well done. Ah, that's it. Right, now we'll try it a little faster. Concentrate and block just at the moment I start attacking. I'll strike you from above each time so you can see it well. Try and catch the rhythm. See the sword move, you move at the same time and deflect it. Ah, that's it. Nice. Nice. Good. Very good. Good, good. Now let's try it at full speed. You probably won't succeed, but that's normal at the start. You must train. Let's go. Ah. Ah. Oh.
Captain Bernard!
Wait a while, Henry. Greetings, Sir Hans. What brings you here?
I was on my way when I noticed that you're entertaining Sir Radzig's esteemed guest. Not the same as holding a hammer, is it, blacksmith?
It's Sir Radzig's orders.
I know. I'm actually here to train at the archery range. My hand's grown heavy lately. You don't mind, do you, Bernard?
Not at all, my lord.
Good day to you, blacksmith's boy. Try not to hurt yourself.
Where did we finish? Yeah, leading the opponent where you want him. There's one more way to evade a strike. You simply step aside. Attack, and I'll show you. What are you waiting for? All right, try it. It's important not to move too soon. I'll see where you're going and hit you. And the same will happen if you move too late. I'll attack slowly now. As you see me, raise the weapon, jump aside. It'll throw the opponent off a bit, and there's your chance. Good. No! Wrong! Again! Well done. No, that's not it! Well done. Fine. Now try it a little quicker. Try and get used to the rhythm. Never take your eyes off your opponent. You'll see a strike before it's even properly started.
Ow. Ow.
Not bad.
Ow.
Not bad. Not bad. And the last thing for today, a trick. You raise the sword to force your opponent to block, but then change the direction of the attack at the last moment, and the opponent won't even know what hit him. Try it. Draw back the weapon, then change the attack zone and strike, so I don't have time to react.
Yeah.
All right. Not bad. No! Not bad. Well done. No, again. No, that's not it. Good. Well now, that wasn't too bad. Maybe we'll make a soldier of you after all. But don't get cocky. You have to train hard and persistently. You might have talent, but talent alone won't do. Practice. Don't leave yet. Sir Radzig also wanted me to teach you archery. Come with me.
Can I ask? Thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
Take care now.
the hell?
I wouldn't beg. I'm from Scarlet.
Would you believe it? I broke the smokers with her.
Let's see then. Take this bow, go and stand in position over there, and we can start. And another thing, put on this arm guard. Without it, you could flay your forearm with a bowstring, so be sure to wear it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks. Get in position. Now concentrate. A bow ain't exactly the weapon of choice of a knight, but it can come in very handy. You've got two bandits coming at you from a distance. You shoot one in the eye, drop your bow, and draw your sword on the other. Emperor Charles, God rest him, encouraged his subjects to learn archery. He even organized contests in Prague. But you wouldn't have gotten far there. You're holding the thing like a piece of firewood. But enough talk. There's the target. Try and hit it. Draw the bow, aim, and release. Try to get a feel for the rhythm. Inhale on the draw, hold your breath for a moment, and then release the string. No jerky movements, just let the string slide out of your fingers, as if you were about to draw it back more. It's all one movement, the arrow aiming at the target and flying at it. Shoot away. What you have there is a training bow. The arrow drops quickly. Once you've trained a bit, you can get yourself a better one, and then those arrows will fly so fast you won't see them. Don't forget the arm guard. Once you've mastered the bow a bit, well, that was awful. I didn't imagine a village yokel like you would have much skill, but you failed to meet even my low expectations.
I don't know why you're wasting your time, Sir Bernard. Nothing will come of him anyway, and at the first sign of trouble, he'll run away like any other cowardly peasant. After all, he's done it before.
What did you say?
Calm down, boy. Keep in mind who you're talking to.
A braggart who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Now, you've really done it. You'll go to the stocks for that.
Calm yourself, Sir Bernard. If the blacksmith boy feels he can prove himself, then let him try. Do you think you can beat me? Well?
Any time.
Very well. If you defeat me, I'll give you my bow. If you lose, you'll have to pay up. Do you even have any coin?
I have enough.
Good. Then let's get to it.
Congratulations, Sir Hans. Nicely shot.
Thank you, Bernard. It seems I get to keep the bow. So, blacksmith, do you know your place now, or do you need more reminding?
Sir Hans, is this necessary? Sir Hanush has already had words about you fighting with your subjects. He explicitly told me.
I know what he told you. You can just tell him I didn't listen to you. So what's it going to be, blacksmith?
If we must.
Excellent. Then let's go. You know how this one ends. Come here, lily liver. You asked for it. Take that! You won't last long. Ow! Yo! You going to cry now? Well, we're even then. It looks like I get to keep my bow and you your groschen. I suppose I should give you credit for taking on my challenge, despite your limitations.
Thank you, sir.
Godspeed, blacksmith. And don't worry, This isn't the last time we'll meet. We'll have more fun like this again soon.
You better hope his lordship hasn't taken it badly.
He shouldn't have challenged me.
Careful. You might be under Sir Radzig's protection, but you'd be wise to stay on good terms with the other noblemen, too. Now, go to the rat house. The bailiff's waiting for you there.
All right, Captain.
A groschen, whatever you prefer.
My respects to you.
Did you find out what actually happened?
What do I know? The lords are at each other's throats, but it's us that has to suffer for it, same as always. I reckon they was after the silver mines, wasn't they?
How does life in Rattay suit you?
It'd be fine if we didn't have to sleep in hovels and beg for alms. And the bailiff is always on our backs, the bastard. But what can we do? We've got nowhere else to go. Good luck to you.
What the hell are you doing?
I see you survived.
Aren't you observant?
You still owe me. Don't think I've forgotten.
I don't owe you. I owe your father, and he's dead. So get out of here.
Do you really want to make me angry? Do you really think that's wise?
No, I don't. Fine, I owe you. And what am I supposed to do about it?
You think you'll get anything from me? Look at what I've got. But maybe I could. Maybe I could tell you where you can find some money. If you forgive my debt, that is.
All right, then. Start talking.
No. First, I want you to swear you won't be demanding anything else from me.
Very well, then. Talk.
When we were running from Skalitz, I heard something. I don't know who said it. It's a miracle I could even hear it in that chaos. Either way, somebody hid a lot of coin under a dovecote.
Under a dovecote? And that's it?
That's all I know. How many dovecotes could there be in Skalitz? If you've got the guts to go back there, you're bound to find it.
Fine. We'll see.
I wouldn't beg, good neighbors.
Remind me again where the money's supposed...
When we were running from Skalitz, I don't know who said it. Either way.
Under a dovecote?
That's all I know.
Fine.
town.
God be with you. Any work for me here by any chance?
That depends. How's your hearing?
What?
I said, how's your hearing?
It's perfectly fine. You don't have to scream at me. I mean, why are you asking?
Because there is this one little job going. But I need someone who knows the area well and has good ears.
I ought to be able to handle that.
Fine. So here's the problem. My friend is a birder, and he left a few rare nightingales with me for safekeeping. They're good to trade. Rich gentlemen hang them caged up in their chambers. It keeps their wives from fretting when they're off drinking and wenching.
I see.
The trouble is, the nightingales are gone. I don't know how, but the birds have flown.
Hang on, surely you're not asking me to go flapping around looking for birds?
Not exactly. Luckily, their wings are clipped, so they won't be far, and the watchman in the tower told me they headed off toward Vranik. I have traps prepared. It should be easy enough to catch them in those.
Fine, but how will I know where to put the traps?
I hear they like pine woods, and there's a pine-covered hill just before Vranik.
Right, a bloody great wood.
That's just why you need to listen out. Nightingales have a distinctive song. When you hear it close by, you set a trap on the spot. They kept twittering away the whole time they were here, so I can remember the tunes. I'll sing them to you.
I can't wait.
It went something like this.
What? People keep birds like that in their houses? It's like the sound of catmates when you pull it by the tail.
You know how it is. The gentry's got all manner of odd tastes. The question is, can you remember it?
Yes, I'll remember.
Right, here are the traps. Don't forget, once you hear a nightingale, set a trap nearby. He ought to be caught in it after a while.
I'll do that. I'd like you to show me some hunting tricks.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Maybe another time.
God be with you.